magic of percussive guitar is that you don't need much to have an amazing time. Take any note that you like. For example, I chose these. And coordinate it with these beats on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you establish this, you can build up more and more. In this video, I'm going to teach you guys everything you heard at the beginning. I'm going to explain it in very easy terms so that everyone can follow. I'm not going to take any previous knowledge for granted. Some will be able to learn the beginning, and others are going to be able to take it to the end. One way or another, here's the bass line. If you can just play this without having to think very much, awesome. But if you have to rationalize it a little bit more, let's take a closer look at it. It's huge to be able to visualize all the beats, where you are within the bar. So understanding how to count, you don't need to count as I will right now, but if you understand me counting and you think about it while playing, that's awesome. We'll first take a macro view of everything, counting the fourths. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 3 is empty. If we want to zoom in a little bit more, we don't count the fourths, but the eighths. So now we're not counting 1, 2, 3, 4. We're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You see that the first and is empty, and the second and is where the bass line restarts. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And if we want to zoom in even more, we count the 16ths. Now we're counting from 1 to 4, 4 times within the bar, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Have a metronome going at any speed you feel comfortable with, but on 4/4, that's very important. And each beat is your 16th. You play it along, and once you get more and more comfortable, then the metronome beats are now the eighths and then the fourths, and then you're gonna have a very nice feeling, a very nice connection to the beat. Once you repeat this riff, you're gonna have this G chord at the end. This is not your regular G major shape like this. We're just using the middle finger, muting the A string, and that happens very naturally. You don't have to worry about it. If you fret the note very relaxedly, then it's gonna happen automatically. D string open, G string open, B string open, and the E string, the first one, is also muted by the base of your middle finger. I like to go very hard on this chord because it falls on the 4th beat of the bar, which is where the snare is. A drummer, while playing the drums with a band, will always emphasize, like 98% of the times, he will always emphasize with the snare, the 2 and the 4. And I like to simulate that with the guitar so that I have this nice percussive feeling. And in this case, this chord is on 4, which is why I go very hard. I use my middle finger, the tip of it. After that, I play this 3-note melody, like this. G string open, G string 2nd fret, thumb slap, B string 1st fret. The rhythm is very straightforward. We're playing the first 8th notes of the bar. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And another thumb slap on 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. One important thing here is to play the notes very short in staccato mode, which means you're not playing like this. But You play it and then you mute right afterwards. You either do it with your left hand by releasing the tension of a note when it's fretted. If it's open, you use the left hand to mute it right afterwards, touching it very lightly, or you do it with the right hand. I like to do it with the left hand. The solo that follows was lots of fun to write and learn and play, of course. The way I write it is I write the bass line on Guitar Pro with 16th pauses in between so that I can just add the scale notes to it, either to the bass note or to the snare beat or to one of the pauses. And in this way I have total freedom to write any solo that I like, and then I just have to learn afterwards. I posted a tutorial on my Patreon page for my full access members, teaching you guys how to do it on Guitar Pro, on MuseScore, and on Soundslice. Teaching you just the right amount of theory. It's not a lot. You just have to know how to fit rhythmically the notes in the bar. These programs, they sort of do it for you up to a certain point. So it's really easy. Make sure to access that with the link below. Now, before we do a deep dive in the solo that I played afterwards, we need to go over this specific technique, which is when a scale note falls on the snare beat. You're gonna have to do it like this. For example, if this note here is on 2 or on 4, you will hit more than one string with your right hand. You're gonna mute everything you don't need with your left hand. In this case, I'm fretting the B string, first fret. The first fret, I'm lightly touching it with the lower part of my finger, and my middle finger, the tip of it is between the G and the D string. And then I go very hard with the right hand, touching, hitting at least 4 strings. If it is a note with a middle finger, like this, 2nd fret B string, you mute it all with the index finger. Again, you touch very lightly with the finger. The right hand does the same. Ring finger, exactly the same thing. Pinky as well. So the first bar of the solo goes like this. Like I said before, we have this snare note here on 2. The solo starts with the bass line regularly and the open E string, the first one. 3rd fret, 2nd string, snare note, 1st fret of the B string. Then, along with the bass line, 2nd string G string, 2nd fret G string, with the bass and the 2nd note as well. Bass together with B string 1st fret. Then you mute it with your left hand for the pause. Thumb slap. G string, 2nd fret, pull off. You just pull with the finger, a little bit downwards and outward, not completely downwards, a little diagonally outward. And then you go back with the hammer on. Second bar goes like this. Bass notes twice, A string open. Make sure when you're playing this C here that the bass is not sounding anymore. Mute it. And here, a snare note with a slide backwards from the 4th fret to the 3rd one. And right after it, a pull-off. Slides and pull-offs at the same time are very fluid. and then 3rd fret B string and 1st fret B string, both with the bass note. Thumb slap, and then you move towards the 7th position, that is, your index finger is in the 7th fret. Hammer on from the 7th fret towards the 9th with your ring finger. And then we go to the next bar. Again, slower. The rhythm is very straightforward. We play the first 16th of the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 things are going on here. You see this dotted 8th, which means it's gonna encompass 3 16ths. So if you're counting the 16ths, you go 1, 2, 3. And on 4, there will be the next note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And this is the second thing going on here, the 16th triplets. I posted a video called Playing Fast While Grooving on acoustic guitar that you can watch to understand 16th triplets a little bit better, but in this case you don't really need to. If you have a metronome going and you make sure that you do this on 4 and this on 1 of the next bar, and you play this in the middle of it very fluidly, it's fine. You don't need to be very strict about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Like this. So the next bar. We start with only 16ths. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have an 8th. So we count here 1, 2, and then 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you see this 16th pause here. So we count 1 there, and the next note is on 2. And again, as you see it, it's a dotted 8th. So we're gonna count 3 numbers there, 2, 3, and 4. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why I said previously that counting the 16ths is the best way to always know where you are within a bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now going to the next bar. Open bass twice. Ring finger, 7th fret of the 4th string, 2 16ths and 1 8th. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then only 16ths, 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this next shape here is not difficult at all. It's 1 16th, 1 8th, and 1 16th again. So it's gonna sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You see here again the 16th triplets again. Again, thumb slap on 4. This here of the next bar on 1. Whatever you do in the middle, be very fluid. Don't be strict about the tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. In the next bar, we only have 2 melody notes. These 2 here. Same string, 7th fret and 5th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 2 last bars. At the end, I like doing this vibrato. while you're doing the thumb slap. So the next 2 bars is where the fun is really at. I start with this lick here. So this lick has 2 parts. This, of course, and the other one. So 4 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. This unevenness shifts the rhythm in a very nice way. So playing the bass with a hammer-on and a pull-off is going to force you to have a very precise hammer-on and pull-off rhythmically, which is very nice, like this. And you mute it for the 3rd note. 1, 2, 3. 8th string B. 8th fret B string is alone. And then a snare note on the 8th fret of the E string. I like to use middle finger, ring finger to mute it, to mute the notes that I don't want. The index finger is free to wait there on the 5th fret. 8th fret B string with the bass line open, and going from here, from the B string to the E string with the same finger works like this. Here you have a nice curve with your finger, and then you flatten it out for the string above, for the string below, I'm sorry. Like this. Here you can just do a thumb slap simultaneously with a pull off like this. 8th fret, pull off, and thumb slap at the same time. Make sure they're very precise, that they're exactly at the same time. And the next bar. To understand the next bar very well, it's good to count the 8ths, but in this case I wouldn't count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and I would count twice from 1 to 4. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Again, slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So playing just the solo now without the bass line. It starts easier than how it ends. Open string E, hammer on towards the 3rd fret, pull off, hammer on again, and here snare note with a slide towards the 5th fret. With the middle finger, and then you jump with your index finger towards the 3rd fret. 5th fret pull off towards the open string. All of these notes so far in 16ths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have our 16th triplets. In this case, you want to be very strict and precise. Don't be fluid here, be very strict. Counting like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So the first 9 notes are all on the same string, all of the B string. 4, 3, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, 3, 1. It's as if you're starting from the 4th fret all the way to the 1st one, and then back again to the 1st one, and then not returning all the way to the 4th fret, only the 3rd one. with the snare note. Again, mute what you do not want. In this case, I only mute the string above with the tip of my index finger. And with the right hand, I hit the 3 lowest strings. First, second, and third. And then afterwards, 2nd fret G string, pull off 1st fret to the open string D, and then the next bar, 3rd fret A string, pull off towards the open string. And right after it, I mute it very hard with my left hand to have this percussive note. And then I'm back to the original riff, now using power chords. Open string A and D string on the 2nd fret. The 2 last bars. I wish you guys a great time practicing the song, and if you want to learn another riff, maybe an easier one, make sure to watch this video next.